I go by the name of CL at 21. It's been a long time coming, but we're here now. And we about to set the roof on fire, baby. Uh-oh. You better get yours, cause I'm getting mine.
I was lucky enough to be part of the Korean international experience the summer after my sophomore year. I was the late one to sign up for the trip, and I was a little nervous at first because I had missed some of the seminars on nanotechnology and Korean culture that were earlier that semester. That, and I was one of only 2 non-engineering students to go on the trip. And a lot of the things we did learn about in lab and lecture were pretty advanced and totally new subject matter to me, but I think I was actually able to take away more from the experience than I would have thought possible. And a lot of the things we saw in the lab were very novel, and most of it was pretty interesting, like the hydrogen fuel cell car and the clean room which housed all the nanoparticle machinery. But I think my favorite part of the trip overall was just experiencing the Korean culture. There were really too many details about just everyday life to describe dually, but one of the things that I will say that was probably my favorite part of the trip was just how curious and outgoing all of the younger Koreans that we met were. For example, we'd just be walking down the street and a group of girls would come up to us and they'd be shy at first, but then they'd want to take their picture with us and just say hi. And I think that in itself was enough to really make us feel welcome, and that was one of the reasons why I loved the trip and want to go back.
안녕하세요. Hi. 안녕하세요. 안녕.
Hello everybody. I had a wonderful time in Korea. The 2.5 weeks that we spent there, I would not trade for anything in the world. I thoroughly enjoyed the food there, the people, and the country itself. First of all, the people. The people in Korea were incredibly friendly, incredibly hospitable, whether they were professors, students, or just ordinary people on the street. The people in Korea were always very eager to make us feel like home. After the people of Korea, in addition to the people of Korea, I liked the food. The food in Korea was out of this world. The best Korean food you could have in America could not prepare you with what you have there. Thirdly, we also liked seeing Korea, seeing the different sites, the different commercial opportunities. It was great to look at museums and see artifacts from Korea's ancient heritage, to see bronze statues from ancient kings. It was also fun to go shopping, to go to Namdae Moon Market and see all the tourist trinkets, all of the wonderful buildings, all of the open-air markets. I thoroughly loved Korea, and I would encourage anybody to go. Thank you.
We're about to eat beetles, or whatever these are. I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you eating it?
Yeah.
I'll count 3, you have to do it. Just don't do much. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Actually, those were really good.
You get a cup. That's good. That's good.
I just can imagine,
I just can't go with the fact that it's an insect.
How do you feel?
Oh no. It's pretty good.
Okay, it wasn't that bad, but thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ahmed Mofte, and I'm a junior studying chemical engineering. I went to the Korea trip, which was amazing, as you heard from my friends. We learned a lot about nanotechnology, which has applications from drug delivery to military defense to cosmetics. We also studied more unconventional nanotechnology applications like biometrics and biomimicry. At the same time, we had the opportunity to enjoy Korean culture. For example, we learned more about the education system in Korea. We got to sit in some of the classes, the thermodynamic class, which was taught in Korean, but the notes and the textbooks were in English, which is very interesting. We also got to enjoy city life just by going outside at night and having fun. Hi, my name is Lauren Schuler, and I just finished my junior year at WashU when I went to Korea with the international experience. As a whole, the trip was amazing, although very academically and physically exhausting. It turns out that Korea is a very hilly country, and I had no idea. I've taken the liberty of drawing this map. This is Seoul, which is where we spent most of our time. It's one giant hill. And this is Daejon, which is actually remarkably flat in comparison, although I guess that's good because we didn't really walk around that much there. So, other than all of the hills that we climbed, the academics were really fantastic. I especially enjoyed the lab tours, including the sort of more tangible ones like the gecko tape and the biometrics lab, which was a little bit sci-fi. But the thing that I know that I will remember most about our trip to Korea was the hospitality and generosity we were shown everywhere we went. Granted, we were a huge group of Americans and not the most subtle crowd to cart around, but everywhere we went, everyone was so welcoming and made us feel right at home. This semester, I'm really looking forward to having the opportunity to delve into a nanotechnology subject myself, and then hopefully one day I'll get to the chance to go back to Korea and see what it's like on my own and hopefully maybe live there for a little bit, because I think that's the best way to really explore a country. But yeah, this was a great introduction to the country and a fantastic way to study nanotechnology for the summer.
So during our trip to Korea, we were given lectures from 8 in the morning to noon from different professors from the universities that we visited. After the lectures were over, we would get lunch at around noon. This was usually an authentic Korean meal. And after that, we got to tour the professors' labs from 1 to 5. And after this, we were mostly given free range to explore the city on our own, unless we had some special event planned, like a special dinner with the professors or seeing Nanta or something like that. On the weekends, we were more tourists than students. We got to visit folk villages, ruins, museums, and so on. But overall, the trip was very enjoyable when we got to be tourists and also very productive when it was time to do work.
Going to Korea was a really fun experience. I really enjoyed exploring the city, meeting other really friendly Koreans, and even trying to learn the language a little bit. Through this trip, I feel like I not only learned a lot in terms of Korean culture and its city life, but academically as well. A lot of the lectures were pretty interesting, and I got to hear about and see things I would have never learned in school. Since I'm a BME major, visiting all the chemical and environmental engineering labs and learning about what they do sort of let me explore a new aspect of engineering I probably would never have seen otherwise. Since many of the lectures were related to each other, like we got a lot of fuel cell researchers come talk to us, it let us see how a bunch of researchers can start from the same general idea but diverge in completely different directions in terms of finding the best way to solve the same problem. Also, a lot of the lectures related back to the main idea of nanotechnology, so each successive lecture sort of emphasized how applicable nanotechnology is to our lives today. We saw how nanotechnology was involved in research ranging from alternative energy sources to using nanoparticles in drug delivery to biomimicry.